This message came in a special way today. And I trust that it's going to hit you right where and when you need it. Who is a leader to you in your life? What does leadership mean in your life? Do you have any leaders? Any people that you look up to? Any people that you see who are an embodiment of qualities and things that you respect, things that you revere, things that you might even adhere to yourself? Who are the leaders in your life? And do you feel, or do you even believe that you might be a leader as well? Have you ever thought that you are a leader? Or do you see yourself as a follower? Are there people who follow you, even though you feel perhaps you are unworthy to be followed? What are the qualities within you that you feel are worthy of leadership? And what is the one trait that all leaders share? This is Jerome Shaw, host of the Open Palm Podcast, motivator, meditator, coming at you live with this message today on leadership. So, as we get it started, this was actually a message that came to us by way of our friend Fabricio. And Fabricio, thank you so much, brother, for sending in this message right when we needed it. Much appreciation. I love the show as well. The Avatar, The Last Airbender. So many classic and timeless gems in this show right here. As we see Avatar Aang in the Avatar state. And I remember this scene when he was going and he was tasked with unlocking the power to unleash his avatar state but still be in control. With Guru Patik teaching him about all the chakras, the 7 chakras in the body, and getting rid of the seaweed in the pools of the chakras that encourage more flow without force. All flow and no force, they say. Isn't that a wonderful way to lead? And he realized in a moment, right when he was about to unlock this avatar state, that there was a much more worthy cause in his mind and in his heart than power and attaining dominance over himself. In that moment, he thought of others. He had love for another, and he abandoned his quest, his journey, seemingly letting go of his destiny to become more powerful and going to help someone else, someone that he cared about. But in this example that we have here from the Inner Child Awakening, go ahead and follow Fabricio at the Inner Child Awakening. He says, don't worry about waking people up. Just be the example they need to see. For how do you spell leader? EXAMPLE. The most powerful leadership tool that you have is actually your own example. Love this message that we were given by Amy Daisy here. Hey, thank you for joining, Angelo. Being the example. What does it mean to lead by example? What does it mean to put yourself out there? And do you know anybody who's done so? I remember going to a retreat, and there was a gentleman, and being in his presence was one of the most awesome feelings ever, because it wasn't a feeling of dominance. It wasn't a feeling of anarchy. It wasn't a feeling of control. He taught through his being, through him embodying the principles he showed us. Instead of just telling us what to do, he showed us how to be. Instead of telling us how to exercise, he exercised with us. Instead of telling us how to do Qigong, he did it with us. We moved the energy together. Instead of telling us this is how you meditate, we meditated in unison, in harmony, as a collective. This man's name was Elitam Elamim, and he never had to say or never had to tell us to do anything. We did it not because of what he said, because of who he was, because of who he is. He's still alive today, and he still travels the world spreading the message. And what I love about Elitam is that he says, whether you take this or don't, he still moves on to the next place and gives and gives and gives. He's not concerned with whether or not you change. For that is not true leadership. And let's get into it. So the most powerful leadership tool is leading by your own example. Leaders become great not because their power is great, but great is their ability to empower others. If leadership itself is power, right, then true leadership is empowerment. How can we empower someone else to be great? Just by being our greatest version. Just by striving to be all that you can be, how can you empower another to do the same? Leadership is not an action. It is an action. It is not a position. It's not something you attain, right? The role of leadership, it is something you be. It is something you do. Leadership is an action. So, are there ways in which your life you can see yourself as already a leader? Perhaps someone has told you that they look up to you for some reason, that there's something about you that emboldens them, that inspires them, that empowers them. And did you feel unworthy when you heard these words? Did you feel humbled? Did you go back into modesty? Did you understand that you have a role to play here? Did you understand that you are more than you ever gave yourself credit? For if your actions inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and to become more, guess what? You are already a leader. Already. If you have empowered someone else, encouraged someone else, and lifted someone else up to a new state of being, to a new way of thinking, to a new way of feeling, even leading someone back to themselves, to be their own mentor, their own teacher, their own guru, that is leadership. So you are already a leader, my friend. Even if you feel like you're a follower. You know, we have a difference between a boss whipping others, right? Telling others what to do. Go do this, go do that, go do this. I need you to do this. But what does a leader do? A leader is in the trenches, right? A leader is in there with you. A leader is pulling that weight, shouldering that burden. A leader is by your side. They are not over your head, cracking the whip, telling you what you might or might not do. So we understand that leaders walk with us. So, if you are watching this, if you are live, or if you are seeing this on the replay, and you believe in yourself that you are a leader, after hearing this, just type in the chat, I'm a leader. If you believe yourself to be, just say, I am. Yes, I am. Because true leadership is empowerment. And if you've done anything that has been able to raise the consciousness that has been able to raise the vibration, the frequency, that has been able to lift someone else in life, empower someone else, you are already a leader. Do you believe that you are? Just say, I'm a leader. And embrace that. Because it's a wonderful thing to know that we can help cause change for others, just as we do the same for ourselves. So thank you so much for being. And realize also that leaders create leaders. Just like you. If you've ever been impacted by anyone else, know that you can and are doing the same for someone out there looks up to you as a leader. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being. Much love to you. Carly says, I am. Angelo says, I am. Much love. And thank you for joining. Yes, you are a leader. You are definitely a leader. And I appreciate you. So inspiring. Awesome, awesome. Camila, you're a leader. Ayla, you know you're a leader. Thank you for joining, Alchemist. Appreciate you. So, my friend, definitely enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of this time, the rest of this breath that we have here on this earth. Every gift that we have been given to give back. Be all that you can be. You inspire the people that see you. Even if they say not a word, know that leaders don't create followers. True leaders create leaders. Continue to empower, continue to enthuse and enlighten others in every way you know how. Hit the bell notification if you want to be notified whenever we do these live sessions. And check out the Open Palm podcast. That's the one in the bio there for your listening pleasure, your daily inspiration. Be well, be blessed. And we will see you again very, very soon. Take care.